In this video, I'll show you how you can use Google Slides to create an agenda to use in your class at school and also in Google Classroom. And then I'll show you how to share that agenda out. Since parents won't have access to Google Classroom, this is one way you can communicate what's happening in your room. To begin, I'm going to start out in Google Drive, and what you want to do is click on New, Google Slides. Then you're going to want to name your agenda. So you can name it something like Agenda 1718. And then I'm also going to click on File, Make a Copy, and I'm going to rename it Planning Agenda, and OK. And then I will explain later why we have both the planning agenda and also this agenda. For the sake of time, I've made this simple agenda. No, you can make this as simple or as detailed as you want. You could add links, you can have pictures, etc. So essentially, this is what I'm expecting students to do in my classroom on August 1st. Now I want to go ahead and add in August 2nd and August 3rd. So I can do this one of two ways. I can either click on this slide and then go up here to click on Slide and Duplicate. I can also right-click on a slide and copy it, and then right-click on the slide and paste it. So now I can go in and simply change the date on these and update my information as needed. And what you want to make sure of is that your most current day is always sitting on top, because as this grows, you're going to end up with 180 slides, maybe more if you need more than 2 slides for a day. So you always want the most current on top, so students and parents aren't having to scroll all the way to the bottom to find out what's happening. And remember, you can always change the order of the slides as needed by simply clicking on a slide and then holding it, and then you can drag and you can drop it to wherever you need that to go. So you can see I have August 1st on top here, but I really want August 1st to be at the bottom, so I can just drag and drop that and move it to the end. In order for students and parents to be able to access this, we need to share it and then give this file certain sharing rights. So if you go up here to the upper right-hand corner of the screen, you'll click on Share, and you'll notice that it says anyone at Clark Pleasant Community can view the file. View is super important because we don't want anybody to edit or make changes to this but you. But right now only students could see it because they go obviously to our school. So if you click on this little drop down triangle and then scroll down to More, you're going to select the little radio button next to anyone with the link can access it and no sign-in is required. This means they don't have to have a Google account to access it. So if you click on this and then just kind of double check down here that under the access it says they only can view, again, so they can't make any changes, and then click Save. And now you want to copy that link. Then click Done. Now we need to get the link into Google Classroom. So you can either open a new tab and navigate to classroom.google.com, or you can go to the Symbaloo page and navigate to Classroom from there. So I'm going to open the class to which I want to post the agenda, and then you want to go to the About page. You'll notice something that says Add Class Materials, so you're going to click there. I'm going to add a title. I'm going to scroll down a bit here. This is the symbol for hyperlink. So I'm going to click there, And then I'm going to paste in the URL. So that's the link that we just copied from our Google slide. And then click Add Link. Now I can click Post. So all year long, students can come here to find the agenda each and every day. So we've posted it in Google Classroom, but only students can access it from there. And since parents don't have access to Google Classroom, we can post it on our Weebly site so that both students and parents could access it from there. So once you're logged into Weebly, and you can determine where you want this to appear on your page. So I'll just scroll down here and say something like, click here to access our assignments, or you could say click here to access our class agenda, however you want to say that. Then I'm going to highlight those words, click here, and I'm going to come up here to that create a link symbol, and it's a website URL. And then I'm just going to again click paste, and now that link exists out on Weebly as well. So I've had the question asked, well, what if I want to work ahead, but I don't want students to be able to see the agenda for the upcoming days yet? Earlier in the video, I talked about creating that planning agenda file, and that's the purpose here. This is going to allow you to work ahead, but yet parents or students won't be able to see it yet until you put this slide actually in your agenda. So this is my planning ahead. This is August 5th that I now want to appear in my actual agenda that parents and students can access. If you right mouse click and copy that slide and go into the agenda that we had shared, and I can right mouse click and paste, and it takes a moment. There's my August 5th slide. It didn't paste exactly where I wanted it, so again, I can just click and hold and drag it to the top, and now that's the most current day at the top of my slides. Creating a running agenda in Google Slides is just one way you can help establish a routine in your classroom, which is not only handy when you're here, but also for those times when you have to have a substitute. Another advantage is when a student is absent, he always has access to what he missed that day. Finally, sharing your agenda is a great way to keep students and parents informed.